Bitcoin is looking bullish and it's about to make a huge move next. I'm seeing very interesting formations forming on the Bitcoin chart and I will discuss them with you. I will have a look on several time frames and I also will have a look at the two altcoins Ethereum and FetchAI. So watch this video all the way to the end to be informed about the markets. Give this video a like and follow me on my socials and let's dive right into the charts. In my video of yesterday I talked about this bullish retest was possible for Bitcoin and I also posted it on my Twitter channel. Bitcoin is making a beautiful retest on the daily time frame. Bitcoin broke above this resistance level and turned resistance into support, and that was looking very bullish. So I warned you about this retest, and if we have a look on the chart, we can see Bitcoin had a beautiful retest. We broke above this huge resistance area and we retested this as support, and now we are coming back up. So that is exactly what we want to see. And after this huge downturn on the daily time frame, we are now seeing a bullish uptrend. And we are seeing a beautiful continuation of the uptrend. So for now, we want to see this big resistance on the top side getting reached. So for now, we want to see Bitcoin revisiting this top side resistance again, and that will be around the $67,000. So let's see if Bitcoin can come back to this level and maybe even force a break to the top side and also retest this previous resistance as support and then come further back up. And that will be a very interesting uptrend for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. And on the weekly time frame, I talked about this huge bull flag for Bitcoin, and we are seeing a huge uptrend since the bear market lows. We are now seeing some sideways consolidation for a couple of weeks already, and we're in this consolidation since the beginning of March, so that is already for 4 months. And we are now seeing a huge consolidation. So this is the bull flag pattern, and the bull flag pattern is a bullish bias pattern and tends to break to the top side. So we are also seeing a bounce from the lower side support. We can see multiple touch points here as support, and we bounced 2 weeks ago from the support level, so that was very good to see. And of course, we now want to see this top side resistance getting broken for Bitcoin, and this bull flag will eventually need to see a bullish break, and that will have a very positive effect on the markets. And the price of Bitcoin has a breakout target of this bull flag formation of about $108,000. So that is an insane target. So this big move could happen next for Bitcoin, and this could happen in the coming weeks. But for now, we first want to see this top side resistance getting broken, and eventually we want to see a retest of the previous resistance as support and then come further back up. And this will create a massive move for Bitcoin. And yesterday was another very positive day for the Bitcoin ETFs. We saw an inflow of $53 million into the Bitcoin ETFs, and BlackRock bought for more than 110 million. Grayscale started selling again for 53 million, so that is a little bit ruining the party. But nevertheless, we are seeing an inflow of $53 million, so that is insane. And the cumulative inflow is rising and rising, and we are seeing this spike to the top side again. So that is a beautiful thing to see for the Bitcoin ETFs. And this is having a very interesting effect on the price of Bitcoin, of course. And there's also a lot of selling pressure coming into the markets from Mt. Gox. But all the selling pressure is getting absorbed by the Bitcoin ETFs, and that is exactly what we want to see. We saw a red candle yesterday, but the selling pressure of the Mt. Gox is getting absorbed by the Bitcoin ETF, so that's exactly what we want to see. Bitcoin is still in this broadening wedge for now. We see multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and multiple touch points on the top side, downside as support. And we bounced from the support level, and that was a beautiful thing to see. So let's see if Bitcoin can revisit this topside resistance, and eventually we want to see a break, a retest of the previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. And this would create new all-time highs for Bitcoin, because this will be the first big resistance for Bitcoin. And if we have a look at another chart, we can see this big resistance on the top side is the one to break for Bitcoin. And we can see multiple touch points here in the past as support and resistance. But first we want to see that Bitcoin is going to revisit this level and force a break to the top side and then create more bullish momentum. And if we're back at these kind of prices, then we will see a lot of interesting price action for Bitcoin, because we then will create a new all-time high. And yesterday some interesting news came out, because Trump says that JP Morgan's CEO Jamie Dimon is no longer a Bitcoin critic, but he's turning bullish against Bitcoin. And Jamie Dimon was always very critical about Bitcoin. And Trump says when he's becoming president, he will consider him for treasury. So that could have a very positive effect for the markets for Bitcoin, because we then have a president that is pro-Bitcoin, and we also have Jamie Dimon, who is pro-Bitcoin, and he's then running for treasury. So that could be very bullish for Bitcoin, of course. And all these news is coming in, and this is looking very bullish. So the markets are turning bullish again, and that is what we wanted to see. But at these kind of stages of fear, no one is interested in the market. But these are the times you have to be interested in the market, because then you can see spikes to the top side. And if you bought at these lows, you are already up for more than 18%. So keep in mind that you have to be bullish at the downside and not when we are trading at all around all-time highs. And I also want to have a look at the monthly chart, and we can see a very bullish month of July already. We can see the previous all-time highs were acting as resistance for this resistance level. And we broke the resistance a couple months ago to the top side, and now we are seeing a beautiful retest. And it looked like this month was going down and that we fell below the support level. But this month is looking very bullish if you ask me, and we see this hammer candle with a long wick on the downside, and that means that the buying pressure is coming into the market when we are at these stages, and we want to see a continuation of the bullish uptrend now. So that is looking very beautiful. And we can just see a bullish retest because we broke the resistance, retesting it as support, and now we can come further back up. And this is looking very bullish if you ask me. Another interesting news fact that was coming out yesterday is that Trump will say, if we don't do it, China will. And he aims at the crypto dominance. And he wants to be the USA to become the crypto hub of the world. So he wants to have the crypto dominance around the world and not China. Biden is still a little bit anti-crypto, so he wants to be becoming the first Bitcoin president. And he wants to embrace crypto, and that will be very bullish for the markets. So let's see if he becomes president and if crypto will be embraced by him. The first altcoin I want to have a look at is Ethereum. We saw Ethereum bouncing from this critical support on the daily time frame. And on my Twitter channel, I was talking about this huge critical support for Ethereum back in July 5th. And I was also talking about it in my videos, and that I was buying at these levels. And I had placed my buy limit order for Ethereum at these kind of stages. I'm up for a significant gain for now. And since my entry, I have already been up for more than 90%, so almost 20% from the lows. So that is, for me, an insane target. And of course, we want to see more topside for Ethereum. So for now, we can expect maybe a retest of this previous resistance because we broke this resistance. And we can maybe retest the previous resistance as support and then aim for this higher resistance level. But for now, we can also see this huge resistance on the daily time frame is a little bit too strong for now. And we see a little bit of a rejection unfolding. So we first need to break this horizontal level, and then we can maybe aim for higher levels. But I expect that we're coming down back a little, retest this previous resistance as support, and then we can aim for higher targets. But for now, the downtrend is broken for Ethereum, and we can see more bullish price action unfolding. And also next week on the 23rd of July, it's going to be a massive day because the Ethereum ETF will go live, and that could also have a very positive effect on the market. But let's see if this is not a sell the news event, but also I expect that we're going to see maybe a first drop off when the Ethereum ETF is going live, and we could even see lower levels. But after a while, just like the Bitcoin ETF, we saw a huge amount of inflows into the Bitcoin ETF, and that would also happen for the Ethereum ETF, I guess. And the second altcoin I want to have a look at is FetchAI. We can also see FetchAI bounced from this huge critical support level on the daily time frame because we can see multiple touch points in the past. And at these kind of stages, I have my limit order for Fetch ready. And I was also talking about it on my Twitter channel on the 8th of July. And we can see Fetch was at these levels, and I was saying that I have my spot buy order here. And it reached my spot buy order, so it was my order was filled. And since the lows, I'm already up for, I'm already up for 34%, so that is an insane gain. So congratulations if you traded with me. But for now, I expect that the first big resistance will be around this level because we can see multiple touch points in the past as resistance and support. And we broke below this support, and now we are retested as resistance. So we could maybe see another retest of this resistance. But eventually we want to see that Fetch is going to create more upside from here. And we want to gain this previous resistance area again and create more bullish price action. But for now, there's still a downtrend. And first we need to make a higher high for Fetch. And after that we need to create a higher low. And then we can confirm the bullish uptrend. But for now, we bounced from this critical support area. And in hindsight, it's always interesting to see that people are panicking around these levels. And people are very bullish around these levels. But eventually we want to be bullish around these lows so that you can buy into the market and create more gains. Because if you buy at these kind of stages when everyone is talking about it, then the risk to reward is very low and you only will make losses. So my advice will always be buy at support and sell at resistance. I hope you find this video useful. Leave a like and a comment under this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.